Okay, so on the last video of the Yerfdog, a lot of people was like, put a crotch rocket engine on it, put a four-wheeler engine. It's not my buggy. That's like taking a Mustang to a shop and saying, hey, I want a cold air intake put on this, and they're like, no, we're going to put a turbo on it because that's what you need. It makes no sense. This isn't my vehicle. He wanted simplicity with a go-kart style engine so he can adjust valves, change spark plugs, change oil. You know, he's no mechanic, so he wanted it really simple. So that's what we did.
But to give it more power, we're going to put this fat daddy on there.
So this is Vegas Karts. This is designed for golf carts because the V-twin's so hard to fit under the seat. This is a 625. It makes 22 horse and 35 foot-pounds of torque. We'll be able to squeeze a little bit more because we're going to take the 34 millimeter flat slide off that engine, put it on this, and we're going to do an open exhaust. Also, this was geared way too high. It has a 6-to-1 ratio with 25s. The deuce was extremely mean because it was an 8-to-1 ratio with 25. So we're going to bump it up to a 7.2-to-1 ratio, which should, just this alone would wake this cart up. And a lot of people also said that I should have drove it faster through the woods. This has a lot more steering input because of that rack. So you have to put a lot more input in it to steer it. So it's kind of hard going through dodgy woods. And Lonnie will see that. He hasn't rode this cart yet.
I haven't rode it yet. So it's nice that I get to ride it once.
It's got the good
nice
stuff
and
on it.
Yeah.
So that engine just has the carb, valve springs, a governor removed, and then it has the high torque marine cam. So it makes max torque from 2,500 RPM, and then it holds it all the way to 5 grand. So that's why, like on that steep hill, it bogs, but it never stopped pulling. It makes its max torque really low. But other than that, it's pretty much stock. So this is going to be a massive, if we can fit it. There could be a chance we can't fit it on there, but we measured everything, and
it seems like it will.
Yeah. So we got to drop the axle first to get that sprocket off, and then we'll pull the engine. You just got to remove the panhard bar, then the engine slides right out. So we'll get to taking off this. We got to pull tires, wheel hubs. There's a lot to pull off to do this. So let's
get started. Oh boy.
So look at the key. It was about to, pretty much it would have sheared the key after a while. That's one thing I don't like about these smaller go-kart hubs is there's only that much key, which is probably 3/4 of an inch of key. We've did this before on the V-twin go-kart, and we end up welding the axle hub to the axle on it, so we would never have this problem. So if that did that with a 6-to-1 ratio, I would hate to see what it's going to do with a 7-to-1 with more power. Good luck. Okay, so we got this engine ready to slap on this puppy. She's heavy.
She's a thick one.
She's a thick girl. You got it?
Yeah. All right. Let's switch my hands around. Ooh, she's wide.
She's a wide girl.
There you go. You're sliding it right there. Perfect. Perfect.
Mom, I got piggy in my belly.
Woo!
I got piggy.
Woo, dog.
Crazy at the power difference from this to that 420. It's night and day.
no gas in it.
Out of gas. Son of a gun. We're waiting on Becca to bring us gas for this thing, and I knew I was going to run out. Took 2 laps and we're out. You can't compare that V-twin to this thing. Power is just insane on this. And Lonnie hasn't even rode it on this track. Whoo! So ran out of gas. Becca's bringing me some more gas, but I'm telling you guys, this thing ain't no joke for a go-kart. That 72 tooth and this engine combination woke this thing up. It is insane. I mean, you can keep it completely as fast as you can steer. I mean, there's some really tight little corners around here. As fast as you can steer through them, you can take this thing. I mean, it is insane. Lonnie had the e-brake on that V-twin buggy. You can see him up there. He's bringing me some gas. He had the e-brake set on accident. Everybody does it on that thing. This will have an e-brake as well. It doesn't right now. And I mean, there's still a lot of little things to tidy up before it goes to powder coat. But telling you guys, this thing is sick. We got about 2 or 3 more of these engines coming for some smaller buggies. I mean, it's just, what a massive difference that thing. And we got filtered oil. You know, it's just, this engine's the stuff. So we can't wait to get this finished up. Randy, you're getting a sick buggy, I'll tell you that much. I mean, if it had reverse, it'd be cool, but honestly, we've never been in a time where we need reverse, and it's not a heavy buggy. Ain't like you couldn't push it out of the way. The exhaust, the way we did it, I didn't show you guys, but we did this motorcycle muffler. It's kind of angle cut and spitting out the side, so that's pretty sick. And then it doesn't hit anything. We set it with the suspension at full squat, so this thing's awesome. I love it. Triple A, baby. I'm sure it puts the e-brake on.
Dug up good. It's been a good time.
A few moments later.
Ronnie got stuck in his pulley, his drive pulley stayed open, where it just bogged and died. So he's taking a rock to try to tap on it, get it loose. And those V-tread tires, I mean, they're really good for go-karts, but for what we're doing, these tires are the way to go. Bob, Bob, Bob. Tried to slide the front end this way.
That's what I was thinking, to go back down. Oh gosh.
Let it go.
Oh
All right.
Perfect. Hey, clean out my seat. I got my good pants on.
I got my church pants on.
I hear Dad, I was fully pimped.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Jump in it just in case.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting scared here.
And lean this way.
Scared.
All right, start it and creep forward. All right, hold it.
Jeepers, mister, you're really strong.
Try it. When you get down in there, goose it out. Jump it! Jump it! 2, 3.
Okay.
Yeah! Should kept it going!
Try it again.
Probably not. I tell you what, that 625 is no joke. It is crazy at the power. It feels just like you have a V-twin on there. I thought the torque was going to be lower, like come in lower, but it doesn't feel like it. That thing absolutely performs awesome. And also the 40 series from Go Power Sports showed no belt wear signs. We actually drove that thing for like 3 hours straight at the property, and I climbed that hill like 8 or 9 times. Lonnie couldn't make it up and on the V-twin because those V-treads would slip so much and you couldn't get any traction. But Randy's buggy, that thing would just plow up that hill. Randy's has, what, 3-inch bigger tires as well. The blue go-kart is geared the same and everything with that V-twin. So Randy's is really, should have less torque because it's pulling 25-inch tires, but you can't tell. It actually feels like it has more power than that V-twin. The V-twin's fun because you can drift it a lot, but it doesn't have enough steering angle to keep a drift going around the curve. So we're going to address that later and put some grippier tires on it. But right now I kind of like it being with them V-treads because you can just slide it all around that trail. But make sure to check out the links in the video description. They do help us out. The 40 series, all the front end parts and stuff that we used on both buggies. Basically we'll list both buggies in certain categories down below, and you can find everything we used on it. So we're going to play with this engine quite a bit. Good thing to know is 40 series handles it perfectly fine. Had no belt wear signs, and thing works awesome. So make sure to check out those links. They do help us continue to do these videos. We got some good stuff coming out, guys. Hold up with us because 2020, she's gonna get crazy. But Randy's buggy, you won't see it for a few more weeks. Next video you'll basically see is it getting ready for paint, getting powder coated, and then Randy getting it. So thank you, Randy, for your business. We love building customer projects because we don't have to spend our money on them, and we bring some money into the shop. So thank you guys for watching. We love you, and God bless.